Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nick, your host for the Omniverse of Nick. And this is part one to What If Tatum Riley Survived, or Tatum's Survival. Now, like always, before we get into today's episode, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the Omniverse of Nick channel, and share and comment your favorite part or parts of ongoing or past stories, as well as future recommendations for what-ifs and general discussion. You can also keep up with and recommend to me by also checking the Google Doc in the description of this video and all posts and videos. Stay updated with everything for the future. Now let's get in to this first part of the next Scream story on the channel about another character surviving, except this time, instead of Casey Becker, we're touching upon what if Tatum Riley survived. Now, for those of you who don't know, Tatum Riley was one of the people killed in the Scream franchise, one of the last to be killed at the end of Scream 1. She was one of the main high school chicks that would hang around with Sydney, Stu, and all them. One of the main tops to show the kills in the franchise. And the sister of Dewey Riley, who would then be later killed in Scream 5. Rest in peace. And Tatum herself wouldn't even make it past the end of Scream 1 before getting shoved into the garage door and then smushed. So she didn't get to live. But she was referenced in Scream 4 in a deleted scene, which shows that Tatum Riley had a lot of potential. And I feel that she was wrongly taken away from that. So, like Casey Becker, we explored the reality of her and how Casey honestly could have done so much more. There was so much of her character that was unexplored, especially with how brutal her kill was. But with Tatum, how important of a character she was, and Sydney's friend, Dewey's sister, she definitely deserves some time to shine. And that's what we're here to do. So like all of our stories, let's set the scene. We open off with near the end of Scream 1, the closing act, where Tatum is stuck in the garage and going to try and get out, but then being blocked off by Ghostface. And once she sees that it's not a trick, Ghostface goes in for the attack, slicing Tatum's arm. But Tatum, being the killer, freaking sick person she is, just puts up a fight, something brutal, slamming a refrigerator door in Ghostface's face, throwing beer bottles at him, flipping under him and making him fall onto the stairs. But this time, after that happens, she doesn't run away. She knows she can definitely beat this guy. She's just put up a fight so far. And who is she to run away like that? Her. Girl who's been talking all this smack and acting the way she is. And if anything, she tells herself that not only all that, but this is the perfect opportunity to see who this is. So she slams on Ghostface's hand and says straight to his face, I'm saying a lot of face here. She says straight to his face, time to see who you really are, and then calls him a bitch, but I can't say it because I do not want to do that. Anyways, she then kicks the mask off of him. Yes, I mean that literally. And it's revealed to be Billy Loomis, which literally any Scream person could have guessed, because Stu was in the house. Billy just gets up, and this surprise makes Tatum step back, and Billy just smiles, saying that she is one sick girl, and he should have guessed that it would have been her that would have figured it out. He is just mad that he didn't get the chance to kill her before then. Tatum just smirks. Should have known it would be little Billy. And she honestly knew this entire time. All that she had been saying. And look at what's come of it. but she still wants to know why, because it is her best friend, Sydney. But Billy says that's no concern of hers, and she's not going to live long enough to warrant any kind of explanation anyway, or have any kind of lasting impact, even if he told her. Now, she can either do one of two things: die quickly or die slowly. But either way, she ain't stopping him from getting Sydney. That's all he cares about. But Tatum's not willing to back down now that she knows who it is, and she's feeling the urge to fight now for Sydney and her own sake. And she just nudges Billy forward. And this would lead into an epic fight scene between Tatum Riley and Billy Loomis. This fight would actually be pretty freaking sick and would actually go a lot of the ways of Billy, but considering that Tatum did have a decent good upper hand besides getting her arm slashed slowly, she would not only use that to her advantage and actually put up a very good fight against Billy Loomis, but she would be talking mad smack to him the entire time. And we can definitely expect this because it's frickin' Tatum Riley. But this only serves to make Billy angrier, stabs her in the chest, and then throws her to the ground very hard. And just as it seems like Tatum's all about to die and Billy's about to finish her off, Tatum just proceeds to kick him in the nuts. But that doesn't stop Billy right before he collapses to clutch his knife one more time to try and just kill her, because this didn't kill him, but now he's just mad. He's trying to do something, but it's really hurting, obviously. But before he can actually do anything, Tatum just kicks the knife from Billy's hand into his head. Yes, literally, the knife from Billy's hand goes to Tatum. She gets her foot slashed, but the very tip of it goes into Billy's head. But just a little bit more of the tip goes in, so Billy is seemingly dropped to the ground, having his own knife ricochet into his head. Now, I know that might take a minute to process, but it would be very frickin' sick. It would be like a deflection of the knife. But even though that happened, Tatum's still injured from her chest and everything. But she just looks down at Billy, disgusted and furious that not only was she almost killed, but he tried to kill Sydney, his girlfriend, and says that to his seemingly dying body, "You deserved what you got. You mess with Sydney, you mess with me. And look at where that got you, Billy boy." After that, she manages to get to the front of the house, injured but triumphant, where Sydney, Randy, and Stu all at the main front door waiting for her and Billy and just waiting for people and then seeing Tatum show up like that, yeah, everyone is shocked at this. But they're going to be even more shocked when they find out what happened. And I think Stu might have a different reaction, if you know what I mean. But what will happen next? How'd you like this episode? Do you think that Billy's actually dead? And what is your favorite part so far? With all that out of the way, hope you enjoyed this first part to the Tatum story. Like, subscribe, and comment your favorite part or parts of ongoing or past stories, as well as future recommendations for what-ifs and general discussion. You can also see in the Google Doc in the description of this video to stay tuned with stuff for the future. Hope you guys like this first part to the next Scream series. It was a short one, but we got a lot more to cover.